What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to the Aurora Red Foxes Dynasty. We're here in Week 13 as Aurora takes on the Idaho Vandals, a team with a pretty decent passing attack this year, led by quarterback Linehan, who has thrown for over 2,000 yards on the year, and a receiver in Jacob Sannon, who already has 11 TDs. It should be an interesting mixture of styles there, as Idaho's potent passing attack is going up against a top 5 rushing offense in the Aurora Red Foxes, led by Marcus Timberlake and Vernon Winslet, who has bursted out all of a sudden this year. He's already got 9 rushing touchdowns, already looking to become the first Red Fox in history to eclipse 10 TDs in a season. Now, we go into your questions for this week for the upcoming game. First one comes from Samuel Wolson, and it does talk about Timberlake and Winslet together. Will Marcus Timberlake see more playing time in next week's game? He only got 5 carries, and while he did take a screen pass for a long touchdown, he still didn't get a chance to make many plays. Vernon Winslet looked very good as he lead back today, but is that what we will see moving forward? I believe that what you're going to see with this offense and what Coach Mashburn is going to do is focus a lot on who has the hot hand, and right now Vernon Winslet has had the hot hand, so he's been getting a few more of the carries. Now, that doesn't mean that Timberlake is going to completely vanish from this offense. The strength of this offense is in numbers with the rushing game. So you'll still see some carries by Rojas here and there. You'll still see Blanchard go ahead and get his touches. And with Timberlake, he's a little bit more versatile than Winslet. With Timberlake, you can run him in that little wildcat formation. He's a very good receiver as well, as he was one of the leaders in receptions last year. So don't count him out immediately as just, oh, well, he's not getting touches through the ground, that he's just going to completely evaporate. You're going to see him in many different facets of the game. We move on to the second comment here. This one from King of Cobras 73. Since the black jersey made us bowl eligible, I think when we play the bowl game, black jersey has to be the way to go. New format is great. Keep it out. Thank you, King of Cobras, and do indeed run wild. I'm glad that everybody seems to be enjoying the new format and the energy that comes into it. And you know what? If we are the home team for the bowl game, we will wear the black jerseys. If not, I guess we'll have to work something else out. Last one here comes from Swishlike RVY. It says, black jerseys have been in the back of the closet all this time. Yes, they have. And there's so many combinations still left to go. You'll see them surely come next season. Let's go ahead and jump into high school football here in Colorado. And we have to talk about Johan Mondrasso, who has been the most highly stouted prospect probably here in the state. He will be going to Texas Tech next year, but he has by far been the most prolific quarterback in the state of Colorado this year. He still has 2 more games to go and already boasts a stat line of 336 completions on 482 attempts, 4,558 yards, and 48 touchdowns all through the air. Now, the one player that we need to look out here for Littleton, as we do have quite a few here that we are targeting, one that's already committed, Aiden Aldridge, who has made his commitment to Aurora for next year. He's a big, tall receiver at 6'6", 191, has 60 receptions and 9 TDs on the year. He'll be more of a red zone threat. And we're also in a competition right now with Cal to go ahead and get Cam Frazier, who I think can be a big game breaker on offense, a lot better than someone like Isaiah Irving, because what he can do after the catch is the most important facet of Cam Frazier's game, and he can be a big play guy. 102 receptions, 1,834 yards receiving, and 19 touchdowns. This is all with about 700 yards after the catch. That combined potent offense, however, was in a tight matchup against defending champions Durango, a very young squad with no seniors coming out this year. They were able to barely squeak by them with a last-minute touchdown. That seems to be the theme for Littleton this year. They remain undefeated after defeating them 41-40. Also around the horn in high school football, St. Joe's Prep finally picking up another win, going 2-4 now on the year after defeating Boulder. Man, Nate Anthony picked up an interception in this one. DeMarcus Moore looked really good at quarterback, but Tyrone Bain Robinson still flying a little under the radar. Pueblo not able to squeak by Sunrise High, 35-34 the final there. And then Aurora, a surprising 5-1 this year, defeats Moore High School 51-24. We're going to have to pay attention to them next week and some of the prospects coming out of our home city. Also worth noting that we picked up Greeley's quarterback, Courtney Davis. We'll take a look at him next week as well and see what skills he brings to the table. He's a bit of a dual threat quarterback who can run and also pass the football. I imagine that Mashburn will go ahead and try to redshirt him next year and see how he can possibly fit into this scheme. Does he play the same role as a Chandler Gaines, or is his skill set a little bit different? Also to note, Nate Anthony, who is a big part of that very, very pestery St. Joseph defense, has started to move out of our race, and it looks like Nate Anthony is not in our cards for next year. We will see what happens, as well as that race with Tyrone Bay Robinson. It's really closing, as it seems like Aurora is only a few hundred points out of the way to get him. I think they're going to take that one into the offseason. But we now focus our attention to your Aurora Red Foxes, who are white hot and coming out today in the all-white unis. White lids, white socks, white pants, white jerseys. They will have the normal accessories though, no white accessories like they did the first time when they did this, with a rushing attack that is looking to eclipse 200 yards on average this year. But will that change today with the hot hand of Chandler Gaines, who's finally seemed to discover himself in the passing game? We will see today as we get this game underway. Kickoff deep to DJ Smith in his own end zone. He'll take it out. Has some decent blocking on the left side, and he gets past the 30-yard line and is knocked out of bounds near about the 35. As Coach Sam Mashburn and his bowl-eligible Red Foxes come out to the field for the first time today. They'll start today in the pistol in that flex bone formation. They'll go ahead and pitch it out here to Winslet. I should have said full house formation, as Winslet will take the carry there and get leveled after a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Here's Timberlake. So that answers the question immediately about how it will be distributed. You already see Timberlake getting his first touch, and he takes that one for a gain of 16. Maybe a big game due for him. 1st and 10. Throw underneath here for Chuck Oferije, and look at him down the sideline, getting past the 30 and to the 20-yard line before he's shoved out of bounds. He runs a nice little underneath crossing pattern, and then Gaines quickly finds him there on the read, and he does the rest. Gaines here on 1st and 10, gonna run a screen pass here for Winslet. Got some decent blockers in front of him, and the one cut back goes ahead and picks up 7. 3rd and 3, handoff again here to Winslet, trying to get upfield, up the middle, and can get nowhere. He is stopped for 4th and 2. But the Aurora Red Foxes decide to stay on the field here for 4th and 2. They're gonna go read option, and Gaines gets level, but pitches it out quickly to David Blanchard, the former tight end, now fullback, out of necessity, and he picks up 10 yards. 1st and goal. Here comes Timberlake in the Wildcat, and the blocking up front is not there. Grabsky comes in the backfield and knocks him backwards. 2nd and goal. Offset I formation here for Winslet, who takes the carry straight up the middle. Touchdown, Vernon Winslet. He has done it. The first Red Fox to ever eclipse 10 total rushing touchdowns on the season. I think also 10 total touchdowns, not including passing TDs as well. Here comes Kevin Duckworth here on the carry, and on the return, and he crosses past the 40-yard line, past the 50, down to the 40, and Aaron Duckworth has the Idaho Vandals in beautiful field position as they start here at the Aurora 40. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Aaron. Duckworth bouncing off a tackle and finally brought down after a gain of 1 there by Connor Bruce, but that's not a good sign here if he's getting started like that. Duckworth up the middle now. Takes that one for 4 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 5 here for Linehan. Drops back, throws out to his right. Got a man, Beneventi, not able to bring down Onunwar, and Onunwar finally shoved out of bounds after he fought for that 1st down yardage. He should have been short, but his fight keeps him in there and keeps the drive going. Aaron Duckworth carry, right side, shoved out of bounds after crossing the 1st down marker as he picks up a gain of 16 there. 1st and goal. Handoff again to Aaron Duckworth, powering through Montgomery Ward there as he's able to pick up a few yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tight end moves in motion left here for 2nd and goal. Duckworth getting to the outside, fumbles the football, but it is picked up by Alfonso Onunwar, the wide receiver, for a touchdown. Now, it looked like Jasper Willis got there just in time to clobber Aaron, and he does knock the ball out, but Onunwar, being active, was able to pick up that football just as it popped out. So Aurora will take over here. We've got a 7-7 ball game here. He changed up something on this play. There was something he didn't like, and he got it out quickly here to Killinger on what was supposed to be a designed screenplay. There's a penalty on the field, but it's against Idaho for offside, so a smart decision there by Gaines to go ahead and change it up. So we're starting to see a little bit more of the old school Wyoming Mashburn offense as Gaines takes it here on the read option and picks up a gain of 10 yards on the rush. So 1st and 10 for Aurora. They come out 3 wide here in the pistol. And it's Timberlake there in the backfield with them. Gaines throws underneath here for Dallas Killinger, who picks up a gain of 7 yards. And that'll push it to 3rd and 1. They come out in the full house. Here's Blanchard powering through the right side. And he is able to get the 2 yards there. He's been a very good job of getting up the short yardage needed when they really need him to get here. And here's Santiago Rojas, the other big moose in this running back core, as he picks up 9 here on the little angle route. 2nd and 1. Throw over the middle. Chucko Farije making a catch here for 13. That's his 2nd catch of the day, as he's been very active as of recent. 1st and 10. Gaines going read option. Gaines pitches out late here to Winslet. Winslet trying to fight through the defender and is able to fight for an extra couple of yards there for a 9-yard gain and 2nd and 1. Should be the last play of the 1st quarter, and it goes over the middle to Isaiah Irving, who's just short at the goal line. It'll be enough for a 1st down. 2nd quarter begins now. Goal line formation for the Red Foxes as they move Ireland in motion out left, as he looks like he's going to line up by himself as a wide receiver. Pitch out, Timberlake, touchdown. Aurora keeps it going here. The offense puts up another touchdown on back-to-back possessions, and the running attack really taking over thus far. Here we go again. Duckworth, another chance here to return. Getting past midfield, and it's Alonzo Fuller who has to pull him down from behind. And again, the Vandals start with great starting field position here. They take over from the 45-yard line, and Duckworth is brought down in the backfield. A 1-yard loss there. Linehan will drop back the pass here. Throws to his left, and I don't know. That didn't look like he caught that one in bounds, but they'll call it a catch. Jonte Boston, a 7-yard reception there. 3rd and 4. Come out 4 wide again. Linehan over the middle finds Moelha, and he's able to go ahead and pick up a gain of 15 on the comeback route there. 1st and 10. They hurry it up. Here's Sannon. He's been a monster thus far this year for Idaho. He's got 11 touchdowns, but he gets slammed hard to the ground there after making the reception. But Duckworth coming back here on 3rd and 2 on the draw play and is able to pick up 10 after shedding a tackle, and it'll be 1st and goal for Idaho. Ball at the 7-yard line. Strobeck moves in motion right. Linehan throwing towards the end zone. Touchdown. Alfonso Onunwar picks up his 2nd TD of the day. This one a little bit more intentional than the last one, as he runs the post route to perfection and picks up the score. Aurora now having to move here. Gaines rolling out to his right. Looking, and finally gets Timberlake open with his legs and throws a quick little strike there for him for 14 yards. 1st and 10. Play action. Gaines looking to his left. Throws for Chucko Farije. That's his 3rd catch of the day. Tight end been very busy early on. 2nd and 2. They come out in an offset wing, and here comes Paul Phillips for the first time today as he checks in, and he's checked back into the backfield after a 3-yard loss. 3rd and 4. Gaines, throw over the middle's got David Blanchard, the old reliable tight end. Able to go ahead and take that one for 10 yards on that play, and it'll be 1st and 10 as Aurora gets past midfield. Gaines, pitch out to Phillips, a little awkward delivery there, forcing Phillips to turn around, and that probably resulted in a loss when he probably could have stretched that out for a gain. 2nd and 11. Gaines throws underneath. There's Marcus Timberlake staying busy. That's the versatility that Timberlake provides. You're able to use him in the passing game as a receiver and in the backfield as a running back. 2nd and 13. Throw over the middle. Picked off. Grabsky picks that one off at about the 20-yard line, and he returns it to about the 30 as he stumbles forward before being tackled, and that's an old staple of Aurora. It's that double move by the tight end that they like to go to. Idaho read it to perfection as here we go, read option, and Linehan able to somehow escape Rashawn Hendricks, who bursted through the backfield. That should have been a loss, and instead it's a gain of 13. 2nd and 6. Linehan in the pocket, throwing, batted down by Paul Benaventi. And hopefully the Red Foxes can get a stop here on 3rd and 6. They come out 4 wide. Linehan from the gun, throws, floats it out to his left. And again, another really debatable catch here. Jonte Boston on the sideline. And they're going to review this one. And again, it looks like Jonte Boston does not get a foot inbounds. The ref, however, thinks otherwise. They say that his foot got inbounds, and the Vandals will continue to drive. So 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and he gets it out quickly to Jacob Sannon, who picks up 10 yards there on the 1st down on the slant pattern. It's a good way to beat the blitz every time. 1st and 10. Duckworth straight up the middle. Fighting through the arms of Andre Swift, but is finally brought down by Craig Kilgore after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Linehan toss over the middle. Got Jonte Boston. No doubt on that catch. Middle of the field, hangs on to it. 1st and goal after a 25-yard reception. Linehan, handoff to Duckworth, straight up the middle, powering through Connor Bruce, but he's able to drag him down just short of the goal line for 2nd and goal. Read option, Linehan, straight up the middle, touchdown. Idaho finally takes the lead, and this is a big possession upcoming for Aurora as they need to score, as Idaho will take possession first. 1st and 10, throw over the middle. Vernon Winslet getting involved in the passing game here. 8-yard reception by him, his 3rd catch of the day. 3rd and 4 for Aurora. Timberlake in the backfield with Gaines in the gun. Throws out to his left and finds Javier Concepcion. We haven't seen a lot of him this year. He's a big framed wide receiver, but he makes a catch there for the 1st down after a gain of 4. Double move again by Ofarije. There's the staple play that they like to use, and this time Ofarije hangs on to it. A better placed ball that time for the 1st down. 1st and 10. Comeback throw here for Isaiah Irving, and he can't hang on to it. Trying to get the receivers involved, and Irving drops that one. That's a big one. Gaines. Throw over the middle, Chuck Ofarije wide open down the seam, touchdown Red Foxes. A 43-yard touchdown reception, and Chuck Ofarije brings this game back to tied, and he has been on fire as the true freshman. And that'll take us into halftime with a 21-21 game. We've got a bit of a shootout here. Didn't think that this would happen, but this is what happens when you have 2 potent offenses. So we begin the 3rd quarter now with Idaho taking possession first, and they'll start again with a handoff here by Aaron Duckworth straight up the middle. Gain of 4 there, as he's got 13 carries for 70 yards thus far in this game. Duckworth trying to run free again, and he does not escape the versatile linebacker Craig Kilgore, who comes in there, a tackle for a loss there. 2-yard loss for 3rd and 9. Can Aurora finally get a stop here of this Idaho offense, who has been on point today? 3rd and 9 for Linehan. From the gun, throws out to his left and finds Alfonso Onunwar again. 21-yard reception, and the Vandals keep driving. 1st and 10. Linehan. Throw short left for Schmidt. Schmidt able to go ahead and pick up 3 yards as the tight end gets back up to his feet and gets back to the line. 3rd and 7 as they hurry it up. Linehan looking. Time running out as Rangi Unatoa pancaked the left tackle and made his way to Linehan scot-free. Look at it here. Straight to the ground. Rangi Unatoa showing the power and then bringing Linehan down. That is Unatoa's 7th sack of the season. Timberlake comes in motion here as the Red Foxes take over. Double twin backs in the backfield as Winslet gets the catch here. He's hammered to the ground after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Red Foxes. Gaines here from the gun. Throwing, screen pass here for Timberlake. Able to stretch this one out past the 1st down marker and gets to about the 35-yard line after a gain of 10. Red Foxes moving here on offense. Offset I formation, handoff here to Winslet from the pistol. Able to take that carry for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Red Foxes. They come out now 3 wide. Chuck Ofarije in at tight end. Gaines. Play action to Timberlake. Rolling out to his right. Deep throw over the middle. Crossing pattern for Isaiah Irving. He hangs on to that one. 24 yards there on that reception. And the wide receivers finally starting to see some touches in this game. Gaines, quick throw over the middle. Speaking of wide receivers, here's Dallas Killinger, the slot machine, picking up his 3rd reception of the day there, 42 yards thus far. 2nd and 10. Gaines dropping back to throw, finds Killinger yet again in the slot. This time he gets a short gain of 8 there to push to 3rd and 2. They come out offset wing formation. Toss play here for Winslet, cutting it upfield, trying to get to the end zone and just is short of the goal line. It'll be 4th and 1. Aurora remains in that offset eye. Here comes Winslet, straight up the middle, touchdown. Vernon Winslet picks up rushing touchdown number 11 on the year, and Aurora regains the lead. Up by 7 now. Here come the Vandals, but here is Connor Bruce to put a stop to that rush. Duckworth in the backfield, loss of 2. 3rd and 12 now for Linehan. Linehan all day to throw. Throws deep over the middle, he's got a man open, it's Schmidt, but he dropped it, and Craig Kilgore just happened to be in the right place at the right time. He'll be credited with an interception, but boy, that had more to do with luck than it had to do with skill. Just not getting the ball in his hands, and it bounces behind him, and Kilgore takes it for an interception. Gaines now here on play action. Throw underneath here for Chuck Oferije. Able to battle there for 8 yards and pick up the 1st down on that 2nd and 8. 1st and 10 now for Gaines. They're in that full house formation with Oferije in the backfield this time. He picks up 7 on that gain. It'll be 2nd and 3, but Aurora like that a lot, that they're rushing back to the line with Oferije in the backfield still. They're going to go sweep left to Winslet, and the blocking there is perfect for Winslet. Storming past the 20, the 10, touchdown. Vernon Winslet is so good when the blocking is in place. All he has to do is make one cut, and he gets into the end zone, nearing 100 yards now on the day. 1st and 10, last play of the 3rd quarter, and Linehan sails this one over the head of Ununwar with the pressure bearing down on him. 2nd and 10. Aurora up by 14 now. They move the tight end in motion left. Linehan looking to throw, throws to his left, and again oversails the receiver. That time it looked like Sannon who he missed on that throw. 3rd and 10. They come out in the dime, does Aurora. Linehan looking, throw over the middle, finally got a receiver this time on target for Jonte Boston, crossing over the middle for a gain of 17. Here we go, Linehan, 1st and 10. Stepping up into the pocket, but it won't help him as he's brought down. Rangi Unatoa again, able to swim past the lineman. 8th sack of the season. Linehan pressured again, that time by Quentin Cage, and nearly picked off by Dante Devine. I think that one actually should have counted. Look here on the replay, Dante Devine, I mean, come on. If you're going to call Boston's a catch, you got to call that one an interception. Either way, Idaho punts. Paul Phillips back here to receive. Paul has not had a great day today, but here he's got some room in front of him, taking the blocks to the right side, crossing midfield, and getting down around the 40-yard line. A 30-yard return there for Paul Phillips. 1st and 10. Offset I formation here for Winslet. Winslet's got 100 yards and more. Crossing the 1st down marker past the 10. Fighting his way to the 5-yard line and picks up 35 yards on that rush. What a job here by Vernon Winslet in this game. Marcus Timberlake now checks in. Rush straight up the middle, but not able to get much there. As a matter of fact, he lost a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal. Offset wing formation here for Chandler Gaines. Gaines looking towards the end zone. Touchdown, Chuck Oferije. Aurora has been red hot, and not only are they bowl eligible, they're looking to add on to this one, as that might be the dagger that puts this one away and brings the Red Foxes to win number 7. They've now doubled Idaho's score. It's 42-21. Tight end moves in motion left here as the defense is all pumped up for this one. Linehan here on 2nd and 2. Intercepted by Dante Devine on the sideline. They've run that little flag route one too many times, and Dante Devine is all over this one. And it is a turnover. Here we go, read option for Winslet. They pitch it out to him. I said it's a triple option there for Winslet, and they pitch it out. He picks up a gain of 7. He's been great on the ground today. Gaines Throw underneath, finds David Blanchard. He picks up 3 yards there, and that's enough for the first down conversion. 2nd and 11. Come out 3 wide here, Chuck Oferije over the middle, trying to look for him again, and that time it's broken up by Calvary Pugh, the corner coming in there, make sure that he can't get his hands on it. 3rd and 11. Gaines. Throw over the middle. Wow, I mean, that's a tight throw, a dangerous one if I saw one. With that big frame of Chuck Oferije and his reliable hands, able to go ahead and force a 4th and 3. And Willoughby Sinclair will run underneath to pick up the short yardage needed. 9-yard reception there, 1st and 10. Gaines, handoff here to Paul Phillips. Paul Phillips getting to the outside. Paul Phillips able to storm his way into the end zone as he just shoves the defender aside, using that speed. Touchdown for the true freshman. Look at him here on this carry, and look at him get to the perimeter and then cut it back inside, shoving the outside defender away. And that would pretty much all but end this game. Idaho would go ahead and get a garbage touchdown here to Garner after Matt Linehan throws that little strike there. But that was pretty much all they wrote. Aurora coming out and having quite the game today. Vernon Winslet, 3 rushing touchdowns in this one, bringing his total to 12 on the year. And Aurora runs away with this one, 49-28. Their 7th win of the year, bringing the Aurora Red Foxes as a program, not even at the end of their 2nd season, to a 500 record all time. Mashburn looked great today. Held the opponent under 150 yards rushing, under 300 yards passing for such a passing attack. And on top of that, Chandler Gaines threw for 313 yards and 2 TDs in this one. Vernon Winslet, 3 touchdowns. Marcus Timberlake got a touchdown. Paul Phillips got a touchdown. Chuck Oferije, 9 receptions for 145 yards. And when he's getting involved in this offense, everything opens up for everyone else, as we saw today. What a great effort by this team. Craig Kilgore, Dante Devine getting interceptions. Rangi Unatoa picking up 3 sacks. That makes now 9 sacks for Rangi Unatoa this year. And boy, what a well put together game. And this could be a good sign for Aurora as they look towards the bowl season. I'll be looking forward to your questions and answering them next week. What a fun game. I'll see you guys then.